I turned into a person I never thought I'd be because of journaling. My dear life. Hello, I am Sandra. I'm a professional actress and I explore the ways in which you can take the power back over your life through the lessons that I learned as an actress, or through what acting forced me to do. Anyway, in today's video, we'll discuss about my journey, practical steps that you can take right now to include journaling in your life, why I started it, the ways in which I tried to journal, how it went, and I'll tell you how journaling changed me. Why did I start journaling? It all started with the question of authenticity. I hit a point in my journey as an acting student, and I began to question everything. I was like, do I like this because I like this, or do I like this because my best friend from kindergarten liked it? What are my beliefs and what are other people's beliefs? Do I want to go there because I want to go there, or do I want to go there because I have the fear of missing out? This is how it all started, with me asking, who am I? I thought I should give it a try, so I bought a nice notebook, took a pen, and started writing. There it was, the date, the place, and the hour, and then a blank page. What should I write about? So I started writing gratitude lists. Today I am grateful for my warm cup of milk. Today I am grateful for my warm blanket. And that didn't work at all, because I was just doing it for the sake of doing it. I was just writing 5 sentences because I said I would write 5 sentences. But then something happened. And then I tried journaling inconsistently, like when I was happy and I wanted to remember things. I was like, yeah, today I went to the beach with my best friend and we had a great time, and then we watched a horror movie, and life is great and I'm so thankful and thank God and I love myself, bye. And I kept doing it for like some months, writing inconsistently, just about things that I was at ease with and I could easily remember, and just go into detail and put them on paper, until I hit rock bottom more than once. And the only consistent thing that kept me going was writing. I would get thoughts, I would have thoughts that wouldn't go away. And I was like, okay, I could keep on going with them over and over again until I don't know what should happen, because talking to everyone about what happened to me wasn't helping. It wasn't, the thoughts were still there. I was still ruminating over them. I was still finding no solution to them. There was no ending, and it kept on going. It kept on keeping me up at night and not allowing me to have a good morning or a great start for the day. And so I was like, okay, let's put it on paper so I can see it clearly and get it off my head and see how I can solve this and end it for once. And that's how it all started. True journaling came into my life through a miserable phase, because that's what happens. So I started journaling every day, every morning and every night before I went to sleep. I had no technique whatsoever, no gratitude lists, no number of pages or number of sentences, nothing. I just had a pen in my hand and a lot of thoughts that needed to get onto the paper as soon as possible, because I was started to think I'll go crazy. Since then, trust me, life got me through a lot of phases. Good things happened and I was here, and then bad things happened and I was here again, and I started journaling again, and then I went up and I stopped journaling because I was happy and I didn't want to think about the bad things that were still there. And so the bad things appeared again and I was here, and I started journaling again and I was here again, and blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly, that's what happened, until the last time I hit rock bottom. Only that, before this, when I was here, I still kept on journaling. Yeah. And so when I went downhill, the bottom wasn't here still. It was somewhere here. The lows are not so low because now I understand where things are coming from, and the highs are higher than they've ever been before because I can enjoy them without second guessing and having thoughts that could destroy the joy of the present. Practically, what I did was I started writing my stream of consciousness without thinking about how it sounded, how it looked, without caring about the pretty notebook that I had. That was like my biggest mistake, having pretty notebooks. Now I have notebooks like this, like they're just black and plain, because I want to feel free to do whatever I want with them. I don't want to feel pressure to make them pretty or aesthetic, worry about ruining the elegance of the cover, and the fact that I could spend like $20 on a journal. Well, that wouldn't let me finish it in 1 month if I had to. If you can, if you want to, if you feel free to do it. Total self-love. I appreciate it. I respect it. But for me, it wouldn't work because I was like, okay, so I spend this amount of money and now I have to make use of it for a long time, right? I can't just throw it away after 1 month of using it. Now, of course, I continued journaling and I finally learned my lesson because now my journal looks like this. Hopefully, I won't finish it in 1 month like the other ones. But who knows, now that I have more space, maybe more ideas would come. Who knows? The way I journal now is that I keep on doing my morning pages. It's like it's vital for me to do it. I do not put my hand on my phone, except for when my alarm rings and I have to turn it off. I do not put my hand on my phone before I put my hand on the pen and I write in my journal. And now I'm also doing the Julia Cameron challenge, so I'm writing the morning pages, which is writing 3 pages every morning with your stream of consciousness. And that's just something that I've been doing for a while now, so it's nothing too different. But yeah, as she also says in her book, writing your ideas and your thoughts without analyzing them as you're writing them gives you clarity and space for other thoughts to appear. Just imagine that you could be in the most abundant place with the most inspiring people around you. If your head is already full with your ideas and your ruminating thoughts, you wouldn't even have the space for that inspiration to come in. So you have to make space, and the only way in which you can make space is to express those ideas and put them somewhere that they can take shape. You can see them, whether that is you create something or you put them on paper. You give them shape, because if you give them shape, you're sure of the fact that they can leave your mind. If you tell them to other people, you wouldn't be so sure, because maybe that person didn't even listen, or maybe they'll forget. You'll still have to think about it. If they're on paper, you can visit them whenever you want and never think about them if you don't want to. You don't have to remember the details because the details are already on the paper. Okay, I had been doing it for 10 months until I finished one of my journals faster than I appreciated, and then I had no journals left. What did I do? Did I take a piece of paper and write my thoughts on it? No. I said I would be fine. I'll just have like 1 week in which I don't write. Nothing will happen. Cannot tell you how stressed I was and how I was overthinking everything, and ideas were piling up, and thoughts about other people and opinions, and I couldn't sleep at night. Let me read you the first thing that I wrote when my journal came. My need of writing is so big, as if I was thirsty and I needed to drink a glass of water. Not so poetic throughout my journaling, but Yeah, this was the level of desperation that I hit. Journaling is now an addiction. I am an addicted person. I don't do drugs, I do journaling. I love it this way, but never take my journal away. And what happened? What actually happened in my life? I started having a better relationship with myself. And what that meant, besides the lows not being so low and the highs being higher, is that each time I felt the need to do something, I understood where it was coming from. Why I didn't want to eat something healthy and why I wanted to have a snack when I wasn't even hungry. I developed a better sense of self in the way that I was doing things for what I got while doing it. I started stretching every morning because I liked the feeling of my muscles stretching and of allowing myself to occupy more space. So I was no longer doing sports for looking better next month or whatever. I was doing sports because of the way that I was feeling in the present moment. And that's when I discovered a new side of true discipline. It's not about thinking about the results that you'll have. It's about enjoying what happens in the present moment. If you enjoy what you're doing in the present moment, you don't have to think about the future. You don't have to motivate yourself. You'll be doing it because you enjoy it. Journaling helped me with being more fit, with taking care of what I eat, with having a clear mind. Yes, it did help me with authenticity because that's where it all came from. Now, what you can do if you want to implement this into your life right now is you put a timer for 5 minutes right now, right after this video finishes. Put a timer, 5 minutes, not more. Take a pen and a paper and you just write whatever comes to mind, whatever it is. I just watched a video. A girl told me to write for 5 minutes, and so this is what I'm doing. Today I had donuts at breakfast, good choice. Blah, 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 things like that. Another thing that you can do is in the morning, try to write for 1 minute before you use your phone, because in this way you gain clarity before you put other people's thoughts into your head. This idea of the video came through my morning pages this morning. Each time you feel something uncomfortable or each time you feel that something is not right, instead of ruminating over it or even worse, trying to distract yourself, write for 2 minutes and ask yourself, why could I be feeling like this? What happened? What happened today that caused me to feel like this? I promise you that at some point while writing, you'll forget that you're even doing it. You'll forget it's called journaling. You'll forget that your hand moves on the paper. You'll forget about everything. You'll just want it all out. And it is addicting. I swear it is. And it's gonna change your life for the better. For a more conscious life and more tips, please subscribe to my channel, watch this video, and spread more light into your life and into other people's life.